Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. With me once again today is my good friend Merill Fernando, and in the last video that we did together, Merill showed us the wonderful cmd.ms tool that is all across the community. Go and check that out. So Meryl's back with me today to talk about another wonderful tool that he is a big part of, and that is Maester, right, Merill? So what's Maester all about? Would you share that with us, please?
Yes, absolutely. So Maester was born out of something I experienced, and a lot of my tools are the same thing. I come across a problem, and I'm like, there has to be a better way of doing this. So I was helping a customer with a conditional access policy, and we discovered that it was targeting a group, and the group no longer existed. So the customer thought, hey, it's my tenant is secure, it's being protected, but somebody had deleted the group that the conditional access policy was targeting. So that policy was there, and for over a year, the group didn't exist, and they didn't know about it at all. And they were thinking, it's all working and it's fine. So that was what started it. Now we do have the CA optimization agent, which can help you, which is out of the box, that does some of these things. But that's how it started. And we publish all the time, Microsoft publishes that a lot of the breaches, they start because of an administrative configuration error, right? Something where an admin misconfigures or they've left something open. And there are lots of settings in the Microsoft cloud, right? From Entra to Intune to like every portal, there are so many knobs and settings. How do you even know if you're configured well or not? So that's the reason I started on Maester. It's basically built on top of a test framework called Pester for PowerShell. It just basically goes through and looks at your tenant and tells you, these things you might need to look at. There are some issues with these settings, or, these settings are really good. You're all done. So it's a test framework for that. And the key part of it is you can write your own tests, because every customer, every business has its own policies of, what type of MFA they allow, what they don't allow, and various different settings you might have for like how should teams sharing be configured and how should Copilot be configured and all of that. And no one can make a set of tests for every company in the world. You need to come up with your own one because you're unique. Your organization needs a unique as well. So that's what Maester was born out of. And we can jump into a demo.
Let's do it. Okay, here we go.
All right, so let me bring up there's a site, maester.dev, which you can use, but I'll show you how simple it is. So, all right, so let me start by first installing the module. So we say install Maester, and that should install the PowerShell module with Maester. And one of the neat things we do with Maester is we include a bunch of ready-made tests. I started with like a basic, like 10 or 20 tests, but the community has come in and they've contributed so many tests. We have like over 300 tests right now. So I'm just going to make a folder saying, Maester test. Let me just go into that folder. So you can see it's basically an empty folder. There's nothing inside it. And what you can do is you can say install Maester tests. And when you do that, it will install a bunch of ready-made tests that the community has contributed. You can write your own ones as well, but we create a bunch of them. So if you see this, you can see we have some for SYS, for CISA, for Maester. Maester has its own one, and there's new ones being added every day. So let me just run and say invoke. First, I need to sign in. So I do a connect Maester, which is the same as saying connect to graph. Right? So I'm just going to sign in. Let me finish signing in and go back to the prompt. So I've signed in, and that's it. So then I can just say invoke Maester. So it's just those three commands: install module, connect, and then invoke. And that's it. Now it's going to take a while to run. Cool. All right. So once it finishes, it basically generates a report like this.
Oh.
And what we see here is basically an overview of, how many tests passed. And you can see out of the box, it has like 300 odd tests. I passed 65 in my tenant, 62 failed. A lot of them skipped because I didn't sign into Exchange. I didn't sign into all the services because of the demo. But if you sign into all of them, you'll see better results. So it basically went through my tenant and went through 300 plus different settings and figured out, right, okay, you have these problems, right? I have lots of hybrid global administrators. So these are users who are on-prem and they are global admins from on-prem, which is something that Microsoft doesn't recommend. And even the SIS framework says not to use hybrid accounts. They should be cloud only. And the neat thing is we call out exactly why it failed. Right. In this tenant, I have lots of cloud only accounts, so they all passed. But I have these two users who are hybrid, so they're coming from on-prem AD. So I just need to go and fix them. And this gives you the entire steps of what you as a user, once you see the issue, what you need to do to fix them. You can even click through straight into the portal, and then all the justification. And if you go to the SIS documentation, what you need to do is also there. So it can be, a lot of these are SIS related ones. There are CISA ones as well. So you can filter them and see the CISA ones, and you can see the rules that they have. So this passed because we've configured notifications correctly. So a whole bunch of these are available. But if you, for example, haven't signed in, it'll tell you, why you haven't signed in, etc. So you can click through, go through each one of them, rapid fire if you want to see the results. So it's a really neat way to get a good assessment about your tenant. We have various options to export. We introduced some new things like a config file. You can define who your emergency access accounts are because we go and validate them, etc. If you want, you can change the priority. You can say, okay, for my tenant, these are like medium or low. So you get a report that you can then use in your tenant. We have Discord. We do all of this. Again, it's completely open source, MIT licensed. We have so many people that have used this as part of the other tools. So if based on our stats, there are about 120,000 tenants that have used Maester run against their tenant. And you can see if you go to PS Gallery, you can see we have had so far over 500,000 downloads of the PowerShell module. So yes, it's used quite a lot by the community. It's very actively developed. We have 107 plus contributors. They have immense community contribution from code to doc updates. So many people have done so much to help build this out. And one of the neat things that I do want to show, which I don't want to miss out, is this part about writing custom tests. So we have all of the documentation included here completely. People can run this daily, so they can set it up to run on any one of these platforms. So every day you go across your tenant, check for settings, and you get an email alert telling you, hey, we found these things. You can configure an email alert. You can set up Teams. You can set up Slack if you're into Slack. So all the different ways that a team can review settings, whether it's Intune, whether it's Sentinel, different teams can set it up for themselves, and they can see that. And the most neatest thing for me is, and the reason I built this, is that any person, any company can write their own tests, and you put it in a folder, and you can edit them. So if I go back to this folder, right, and let me just open it up in code just to show you how it's structured. We have in that folder that I showed you where we have the Maester tests, we have the out-of-the-box tests, but you can also create a custom folder and write custom tests. So the whole idea with that is you can add your own tests into this folder and then run them, right? You can see how we write the out-of-the-box tests, and you can look at how those are written for various Intune. For example, these are all Intune tests, and you can write your own ones. And we have written a lot of the documentation to help people. So we focused it a lot on someone who has no idea about DevOps or writing PowerShell or doing any of that to come in and be able to just follow the steps and set it all up and do it themselves. So that's been one of the things we focused on very heavily from the beginning, to have very comprehensive documentation on how to get started with this. And I believe that's a reason why people love Maester so much. You don't need to speak to a person. You can come in and you can start using it. So writing your own tests, running them, you can format, I showed you how the results look very neat. You can write it all in Markdown, and that gets formatted and we show it. So we have lots and lots of examples of how you can write it all in PowerShell and create, all these fun things that you want to do. So yes, there is heaps of it. And we have a section on all the different videos. I think today's video will add to this list as well, where people have gone and shown how to set things up. And we create this collection of decks that we share with folks. So we are very much into contributing. There's a whole guide. The next step you progress from writing your own test is to contribute back into the community. And we have so many people who are first-time contributors, and that's why we have over 107 community folks that have built, because no one is an expert in all the topics, and we have people from all walks of life, admins, security folks, architects, you name it, they're writing it. The newest one we are doing is we are making it super easy to come up and write and contribute a new test with an agent. So GitHub has this concept of agents. So you can open it up and say, I have this idea for this test, and give it to the agent in Copilot, and it'll write the test and create a PR for us. So we are looking forward to, we are reducing the barrier to people contributing tests. You can just go from an idea to contributing to the community just by using the GitHub Copilot agent. So very much looking to share more of that. We want to make a release this week. So good timing with this video if it comes out this week.
That is absolutely fantastic, Merill. So cool. We have a blog here as well.
Yes, we have a blog with all of the new things. So whenever we add, we've added Azure DevOps recently. So this is the person who contributed it, Sebastian. We give credit to them, and they share, what the tests are and what they did there. So it's a lot. So we released Maester 2 early this year, and big update with lots of things. And I do want to call out our contributors. It's an amazing team of MVPs, and so this is the co-contributor team. I have Sam, Thomas, Fabian, but you'll see a lot of familiar faces here as well in the overall 100+ contributors. So
I do indeed, lots of very familiar community faces. I love to see this.
Some amazing MVPs who are sharing it, and it's helped the entire, I would say, lots of products use this because we released it open source MIT. They integrate it into their own solutions. So you can run it with SIP and various other frameworks, third-party tools that have taken these, and those folks in turn contribute their own tests to us. So it's been a way to share and build on top of each other.
Wonderful. Well, I think this is only going to grow and grow, my friend. It's super exciting. Again, I for one will be checking it out because I've not used it myself, I must admit. But thank you so much for sharing that with us, Merill. I really appreciate it. We'll wind this video up here, and we will be back again with Merill to talk about all things relevant and new that are going on with Entra. So I'm looking forward to that. Merill, thank you so much for joining me once again. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Why wouldn't you, when all that great stuff we've just seen? And don't forget to subscribe as well. So take care, stay safe, do travel well. See you soon. Bye-bye.